Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief Show. I'm your host, Xinyi. Today, we're diving into some exciting news from around the region. First up, Hong Kong stocks are on fire. The Hang Seng Index jumped 0.6%, nearing a three-year high, thanks to optimism about China's resilient economy and upbeat global markets. Technology stocks especially shined, with Nvidia resuming AI chip exports to China and Chinese companies like Xinyi Solar gaining ground. Despite Typhoon Wipha's splash, the market stayed open and lively. Next, let's talk about China's green energy leap. While the US has pulled back on its policies under Trump, China is charging ahead with plans to add 500 gigawatts of renewable capacity in 2024. They're focusing on grid stability, microgrids, and tech investments, making them a leader in clean energy. Meanwhile, the US faces hurdles with infrastructure and policy shifts, giving China a big edge in the race for a sustainable future. Finally, Hong Kong is bouncing back after Typhoon Wipha. The storm caused disruptions with over 700 fallen trees and 500 cancelled flights, affecting 100,000 travelers. But now, the skies are clearing, and the airport is gradually resuming normal operations. The city is showing resilience, and everyone's hopeful for sunnier days ahead. Please continue to watch for more detailed updates. South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong stocks are riding high on a wave of optimism, extending their rally from a three-year peak achieved on Friday. Investors are buoyed by China's unexpectedly strong 5.3% economic growth in the second quarter, which aligns with its annual target, and a broader risk-on sentiment in global markets. Despite the recent Typhoon Wipha, Hong Kong's financial markets remained resilient, with the Hang Seng Index climbing 0.6% and tech stocks like Meituan and Alibaba gaining momentum. The positive outlook is reinforced by the easing of US-China trade tensions, a steady Chinese monetary policy, and robust corporate earnings, all contributing to a vibrant trading environment across Asia. South China Morning Post highlights the stark contrast between the US and China in their approaches to green energy amidst ongoing tensions. While the Trump administration has rolled back support for renewable energy, citing concerns over reliability, China is aggressively expanding its renewable capacity, aiming to add a record 500 gigawatts of green energy this year. China's macro-level strategy emphasizes grid durability and integrated infrastructure, ensuring stability even when renewable sources fluctuate, unlike the component-focused, challenge-prone US approach. Major Chinese tech giants like Tencent and Alibaba are pioneering innovative solutions, installing solar microgrids and integrating renewables into data centers to support China's ambitious goal of carbon neutrality by 2060, despite infrastructural hurdles and uneven regional development. Lastly, the same article describes Hong Kong's recovery from Typhoon Wipha, which temporarily disrupted city life with the highest storm warning in 2 decades. The storm, though severe enough to injure dozens and cause widespread damage like fallen trees and road closures, was relatively mild in wind speed terms. As the storm warnings were lifted, the city braced for a week of rainy, hot weather with intermittent thunderstorms, but the overall outlook is optimistic. The city's swift return to normalcy exemplifies resilience in the face of natural disasters, while the ongoing weather challenges serve as a reminder of Hong Kong's vulnerability to extreme weather events, especially as climate change continues to influence regional climates. The South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong's police force is embracing cutting-edge technology to bolster public safety, with a focus on smart policing. Commissioner Zhou Chao-Yatming revealed that the force is experimenting with robot dogs to patrol detention cells, aiming to extend their use to public spaces and large events for crowd management and crime prevention. Meanwhile, drone patrols are already operational in border areas and the Yaotsum district, resulting in the detection of illegal activities such as drug possession and theft, leading to arrests. the police are also expanding the installation of surveillance cameras under the Smart View project, which has already helped solve numerous cases, including theft, burglary, and violent crimes. Chow emphasized that while technology can assist, it will never replace human officers, underscoring the importance of maintaining a balance between automation and personal interaction in law enforcement. Nikkei Asia discusses South Korea's ambitious plan to issue won-backed stablecoins as part of its broader strategy to develop a competitive digital asset market and assert technological influence in the region. The government's move is motivated by a desire to foster a secure, regulated environment for digital currencies, especially amid the U.S. push for dollar-pegged stablecoins and recent legislative progress in America. Major tech firms like Kakao and Naver are eager to issue these coins, which are backed by reserves such as U.S. Treasuries, making them less susceptible to collapse than algorithmic stablecoins like Terra USD. However, concerns remain among regulators and the Bank of Korea about potential risks to currency stability and capital flows, with some experts skeptical about the demand for one-pegged stablecoins. Hong Kong's recent legislation on stablecoins and China's exploration of offshore yuan tokens highlight the region's competitive landscape as countries seek to position themselves as leaders in digital currency innovation. South China Morning Post reports on the chaos at Hong Kong's airport caused by Typhoon Wipha, which led to the cancellation of over 500 flights and stranded around 100,000 passengers. As the storm's hurricane-force winds prompted the highest typhoon warning, airport authorities implemented emergency measures, including rescheduling flights, extending train services, and setting up a temporary rest area for stranded travelers. Passengers faced long waits, some sleeping overnight in the terminal, with many expressing frustration over the lack of immediate updates from airlines. Airlines like Cathay Pacific and Hong Kong Airlines have begun gradually resuming flights, offering waivers for cancellations and flexible rebooking options. Despite the disruption, safety remained the priority, with the airport working tirelessly to clear the backlog and restore normal operations amid the storm's aftermath. The South China Morning Post vividly captures Gucci's latest showcase in Paris, where heritage and innovation collide in a dazzling display of craftsmanship and daring design. The event on Avenue Montaigne unveiled an exquisite collection that revisits the brand's iconic lines, such as the high jewelry and watchmaking collections, while boldly venturing into new territory with collaborations like Pomellato. The collection's highlights include intricately articulated diamond necklaces accented with rare tanzanite and tourmaline, and a rainbow spectrum of gems adorning the classic Marina chain. The watch offerings are equally impressive, with models inspired by Gucci's signature silk scarves, featuring diamond-set tourbillon movements and motifs that evoke both elegance and history. The collaboration with Pomellato culminates in the Manila collection, a tribute to archival pieces from the 1980s, blending the brand's storied past with contemporary artistry in necklaces, bracelets, and clutches that echo the sensuous loops and knots of vintage design. Meanwhile, the South China Morning Post reports on Wimbledon's resilience amid the UK's declining property prices, emphasizing how this iconic locale continues to attract high-net-worth individuals and celebrities. The affluent suburb of Wimbledon, renowned for its tennis tournament and lush green spaces, has defied the broader downturn in London's property market, with prices growing steadily and outperforming neighbouring districts. The allure of Wimbledon lies not only in its sporting prestige but also in its strategic location, offering a perfect blend of countryside tranquility and easy access to central London. The annual Wimbledon Championships serve as a magnet, boosting local demand and elevating the neighborhood status, with properties near the tennis club commanding premium prices. Despite recent tax reforms prompting some wealthy residents to reconsider their holdings in the UK, Wimbledon remains a sought-after haven, buoyed by its lifestyle appeal, prestigious schools, and international demand, especially from investors from Hong Kong and mainland China, who see it as a stable and desirable investment. The South China Morning Post also vividly depicts the chaos at Hong Kong International Airport following Typhoon Wipha's arrival, illustrating the challenges faced by travelers amid severe weather disruptions. Thousands of passengers flocked to the airport, where long queues and heavy traffic congestion painted a picture of frustration and resilience. The airport, already grappling with a backlog of approximately 500 cancelled flights affecting around 100,000 travelers, struggled to restore normal operations as airlines worked to reschedule flights over the next few days. Travelers like university student Caden Chan and clinic worker Xinyi Solar shared their mixed feelings, hope for timely departures and acknowledgement of the inconvenience caused by the typhoon. The scene inside the terminal was one of anxious anticipation, with passengers navigating crowded check-in counters and security lines, exemplifying both the unpredictability of nature's impact on travel and the enduring patience of those seeking to resume their journeys. Despite the setbacks, many remained optimistic, eager to make the most of their summer holidays, embodying the resilience and adaptability that define Hong Kong's bustling hub. The South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong's Siobhan Haughey, a four-time Olympic medalist, has had to withdraw from the upcoming World Aquatics Championships in Singapore due to a persistent back injury. Despite her disappointment at missing the chance to compete on the world stage, Haughey emphasized the importance of prioritizing her health and recovery over immediate competition. Her heartfelt message on Instagram expressed her sadness but also her gratitude for her supportive team and her eagerness to return to racing soon, while cheering for her teammates from afar. Her absence highlights the physical toll elite athletes endure, and her decision underscores the difficult choices athletes often face between pushing through pain and listening to their bodies for long-term well-being. In a significant move to improve healthcare affordability, the South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong's public hospital patients will now pay approximately 20% less for certain medications after negotiations with pharmaceutical companies. This initiative, part of broader healthcare reforms aimed at sustainability and resource efficiency, is expected to save the city at least 1 billion Hong Kong dollars. The hospital authority's chief pharmacist, William Chue, explained that discounts were achieved through strategic procurement, leveraging comparisons with mainland China's lower drug prices and encouraging competition by increasing the supply of generic drugs. These measures are complemented by technological innovations like AI-powered report drafting, which could cut administrative time by 40%, and efforts to diversify supplier sources, including increased reliance on mainland medical device products. Such comprehensive reforms aim to make Hong Kong's healthcare system more cost-effective and globally competitive, especially as the city seeks to position itself as a hub for medical innovation. In Hong Kong's sports and social landscape, Inigo Calderon's recent transition from English football to managing Kitchi demonstrates a blend of professional ambition and personal challenges. The former Brighton and Hove Albion defender, now head coach, is navigating the complexities of adapting to a new football culture while simultaneously dealing with the stressful process of securing suitable schools for his children. Calderon's candid reflections reveal that the emotional and logistical demands of relocating a family abroad often outweigh the pressures of coaching itself. His extensive sports education, including a sports science degree and UEFA Pro license, underscores his dedication to coaching, which he describes as a demanding, 24/7 commitment. Despite setbacks like Bristol Rovers' relegation, Calderon remains focused on building a successful team at Kitchi, emphasizing the importance of long-term development and his desire to leave a lasting impact in Hong Kong's football scene. His story highlights how personal resilience and professional drive intertwine in the pursuit of new opportunities abroad. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6do Brief via email.